Welcome back, everybody. So today we're going over a few things for clarification purpose and a few other things to expect when getting really any kind of divinatory reading. Like I know I've tried to reference quite a few of them, whether it's tarot, oracle, rune reading, tea leaf reading, um, crystal ball reading, hydromancy, mediumship. There's a number of different styles of readings and divinations that can be done that different people do. It could be cowrie shell reading. I don't know much about palm reading. It might be a different style. But regardless, there's a lot of different ways that spirit, the universe, the dead can deliver messages unto us. So for clarification's sake, I'm going to clear up a couple things that came up that I mentioned in the last video. And that is that you can ask for information about another person and not get any information, which is very true. That can happen. It also can happen that you ask for that information and it comes through completely fine. You get a reading because I know of at least one spread. I think it's like the lover's spread or whatnot. It's a heart and it kind of details the compatibility, where both people are in the relationship, stuff like that, where it's supposed to give you information about two people. If you do it might be, kind of a more elaborate or detailed spread. Of course, you can totally get one in a 3 card spread. But regardless, you can ask those questions and get that information. By that same token, you can also get a we don't know answer about yourself. And how does that work? So here's what I hope is a really good example. And that is you apply for a job. You go for a job interview, you think you've nailed it, and you see no reason why they shouldn't be getting in touch with you for either to offer you the job or maybe round 2 or round 3 of interviews. But after some time goes by, you're not really sure. So here's the deal. A lot of times when there's an I don't know and it's pertaining to you as an individual, sometimes even with other people, but it's kind of hard to tell sometimes if that's a lot of energy or you're just not meant to know. There's so many other conflicting energies around, there are so many other people involved that it is throwing off whatever answer could be. Because here's the deal. So you go for an interview. Maybe you interview with a couple different people. Some people really like you and want to bring you back for that secondary interview. Maybe someone doesn't like you or didn't think you were a good fit and thought these people would be better for the second round of interviews. So now they're in conversations about that. And then somewhere along the line, or maybe a different conversation, accounting comes in. The budget hasn't passed. We don't have funding for this, or somehow we don't have funding for this. We hired too many people. We have to put this position on hold. Something comes through where the money's not there, so now they're trying to figure out what to do. Do they save all these people? Do they offer them jobs? Do they not? Do they wait? That's another layer of that. It could also be that unbeknownst to you, corporate has come down and said, oh, hey, we're restructuring. This position that you've interviewed for will no longer exist. We're divvying up the duties over here. We're creating a whole new position. So what it is there's so many different energies at play in some of these situations that what may have been, I've got it, this is mine, I know it's going to come through, may all of a sudden not feel that way. It might feel very unsure or unstable because you're dealing with so many other energies at play. So that would lead to we don't know. So now on to the actual part of the video that I wanted to discuss, and that's confirmation and validation. So validation first. This is when in readings, so a lot of people are familiar with tarot and the court card. So like I'm using the Halloween tarot. They're the closest I have to the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. So, but you might get cards like this, the Queens, the Pages, the Kings, the Knights. So you might start getting cards like this. They can represent situations. They can also represent people. So these might represent people in your life. And it might be just a casual reference to someone like, oh yeah, hey, this person was supposed to come to an event and they couldn't. Oh yeah, that's my brother. I just saw them. Oh, this is a good friend of mine. Oh yeah, we were just, it's validation in something that is more clairvoyant or clairaudient, like a mediumship reading or, um, sure, what's the word I'm looking for? Crystal ball reading, hydromancy, where people are more sensory, they're seeing things, they're hearing things, they're feeling things. They might say, "Oh, I saw you with your grandmother and got the sense you were going somewhere. Oh, it turns out, grandma had a doctor's appointment that you had to take her to. I see you at a restaurant or I see you with a group of people. Oh, yeah, we have a birthday party coming up for such and such and we're going to be going here. Um, oh, I see you with, this person. I see you with a man, young man, this kind of energy. You're here. Oh yeah, I just had a first date with someone. Basically what it is it's confirmation and validation that the dead, the spirits, your guides, they are around, they see what's going on, and they are watching over you. Confirmation comes a little bit differently. It could be that oh, are you I see this person standing in your house. They are not living. Do you hear things in the house? Do things move or do they rattle? Do you hear voices? Someone might go, yeah, I do. Oh, hey, that's, great grandma. She's watching over you in the house. Confirmation that you are not crazy and is indeed a guardian spirit watching over you. Um, this happened to a friend of the family probably 20, 30 years ago. She bought a house. In front of the house were flowers like her grandmother used to grow. That for her was confirmation that she was meant to have this house because her grandmother guided her to it. Um, it could be that you are guided to a partner, however long they are with you, whether it is you end up married and staying together or it is a short term and they eventually leave or you separate paths. You were meant to learn something from this relationship, and the dead or the spirits, your angels, whoever, have guided you to this person so that you can learn a lesson, grow, evolve, and hopefully be led to whatever it is you're meant to be led to. So, those are all confirmation. Yeah, hey, we did that. Yep, we were behind this. The next one is the way you are connected in life is the way you are connected to the dead. So here's the deal. You have friends, family, coworkers, whoever. If someone passes away and you are the one that happens to be at a reading of some kind, they may come to you. Why? Yeah, well, you're connected to their loved one. You will see this person. And this can be non-family as well as family. So sometimes family or strangers give us messages to deliver. And depending either on your relationship with this person or the family dynamic involved, it makes it very interesting because this is a couple different things. You are connected, but you are now the messenger. So you get to figure out how you're going to deliver this message if you're going to deliver it. Please remember you do have free will in this situation. And it may be that this message will not go over well. Maybe that you don't know how to deliver it the right way, or this person is just not open to receiving it. Maybe they're not a believer in whatever it is you're going through or not going through whatever it is you've gone to. Could be tarot, again, tarot, medium, crystal ball, whatever. They don't believe in it. It's a little too woo woo for them. It's fine, perfectly understandable. It may be that the message in and of itself is a little harsh. This actually happened to me. I was told to deliver a message to someone in our family to stop being such a bitch because she was basically neglecting all of her familial relationships. And I remember I came home and I told my mom, and we're both like, I don't know how I feel about delivering this message. I never did. Um, but it's so every now and so sometimes it comes up where it's like, there is no nice way to deliver this message. Like this is not gonna go over like a lead balloon. I can't do this. So in those situations, the best things you can do is thank the dead, thank the guides or whoever for this message, and just kind of let it go. If you want to say a prayer, if you want to light a candle or incense, find some way to honor their memory, whether they are connected to you, whether they are a direct relation to you or not, to kind of honor the message and be like, I can't do this. You can also ask for a way to open the door for you to deliver this message. Like, hey, if you really want this message delivered, I'm going to need a little help. I don't know how well this is going to go over. You got to give me something to work with. And they might just do that for you, or they may also acknowledge, like, oh, our family member will not accept this. Thank you for being the message carrier, but do not deliver. So that could happen too.
So there is something I did want to touch on kind of quickly. I this is like I've had to do this in 3 parts because somewhere along the line the camera shuts off. So I don't know if I got this, if things are a little disjointed. But there is something else that will sometimes pop up when you do readings, and that is you get kind of a non-answer. And it's usually the same reason that you get a we don't know, is that there's a lot of energy going on. There's a lot of things at play. The spirits are working in the background. Sometimes it might be that what is being asked about the person, if you're doing a reading for yourself, if you're doing a reading for someone else, sometimes what happens is their energy is so fractured and so scattered because they don't know what they want, or they're trying to piece things together that it creates a very muddy answer. This just happened on Monday during Medium Circle. The women there were nice enough to try and answer 2 questions for myself and someone else, and she was asking about a pet. I was asking some stuff about work. We both basically got non-answers. She didn't really get any clarification on what was going on with her pet or what she should do. I was getting answers where, so there were 6 other women besides myself doing this at Circle. So it doesn't mean that they were all wrong, and it doesn't mean that their information is invalid. Everyone interprets information differently. Everyone gets it differently. What could be happening is some people are getting future information. Some people might be picking up on other bits of energy. This is a block. This is what's going on currently. This is what's going on for the future. It also could be that depending, like in my situation, I have so many different things kind of going on and so many different plans that could, just the fact that there's a lot of different threads that you can yank on, it could be that what some of them were picking up were not wrong, but the context in which they're receiving it may not be quite right. Or it could be that it's hard to tell. I'd have to look at my notes, but stuff like that will happen where you have people doing, well, it's very rare that you would be in that situation where you'd have multiple people, but sometimes you do just get these non-answers, and it's because there's something going on where the information is so muddy, or the person is not open to it. They might have their own blocks, which is in turn blocking someone else, that the information just doesn't come through properly. Then I just stopped for dinner. So sometimes you're meant to be the messenger for others, and that is really up to you how you want to handle that. Please remember, you always have free will, so if you cannot get an opening, just let the information go. You can hope that it finds its way to the person eventually, or that they receive their own message. But even though we are the chosen messengers, sometimes we don't always get to deliver that message for reasons. So I will leave you with that, and the vibe is now completely thrown off because I stopped to eat dinner to come back to fix this last part because I was having all kinds of computer issues. So I hope you're all doing well. I hope you enjoy your week or weekend, and I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye.